What's the most obvious thing to do when you have two incredibly popular characters that look like each other, are both the same type of ghost, both course people, and have an audience that overlaps? Well, make a crossover movie, of course. Today, we will be revisiting Sadako vs. Kayako to see why everyone hates this movie so much and to see how it holds up after 10 years. Without further ado, let's get into it. The movie starts with this girl doing a wellness check on an old lady that hasn't been seen in a while. After looking throughout the dark and creepy house, she finds the lady strangled herself with a cord next to her TV. Inside the video cassette, there's the curse video. We cut to a class about Japanese urban legends where we meet two out of our three protagonists, Yuri and Natsumi, and this guy who will be important later. He mentions several Japanese legends, and then the House of Death, alongside the course videotape. And let me tell you, this guy is glazing the hell out of the videotape. He literally says, I will pay millions to watch it. I want to see Sadako and I will happily die. Buy my book. Also, like in every movie, the rules of the video change. So now instead of 7 days, it's 2 days. You have 2 days till you die. Natsumi wants to give her parents a CD of their wedding video for their anniversary, so she and Yuri head out to buy a video cassette to transform it. Then we jump to our third protagonist, Suzuka, who just moved next to the iconic Ju-on house. Hey, that house is full of evil shit, don't go there, you will die. Once back home, the girls realize there was a tape already inside the video cassette. Natsumi is hesitant, but Yuri convinces her to watch it, just to look away at her phone and miss it. When the tape ends, Natsumi receives a call and the lights start flickering. Scared, both girls reach out to their professor, who very happily watches the tape and makes a CD of it. He doesn't know how to break the curse, but he does know a psychic that might help. Back at the House of Death, 3 kids bully this one into going inside. After being scared by Tashio, he decides that he's going to kill his bullies with stones. The 4 kids enter the house and they all get picked one by one. Back with the other 2 girls that I've been holding back the urge to make a joke that they're gay, they visit the psychic in order to exorcise Natsumi, and this shit looks more like a torture scene. The exorcism doesn't work and everyone dies, including the professor. Poor guy, all he wanted was to see Sadako and he couldn't. In order to save Natsumi, Yuri watches the tape, and let me tell you, this is one of the lamest iterations of the course video there is. It sucks so bad, but no time to be terrified, because 2 new exorcists that the lady contacted before she died arrive. I don't like this guy, bring back the lady. Tamao and Keiso take the girl back home with the promise to help them. However, with her time of death approaching, Natsumi loses her mind, uploads the video online, and tries to end her life. But there's no escaping Sadako, and she just kills Natsumi. Back in the House of Death, Suzuka goes inside after being told by like 3 different people, don't go in there, you will die, to find the 4 kids that disappeared the other day. Her parents, after hearing her scream, go and try to save her, but get murdered. Once the exorcist duo get her out safely, it's time to execute their master plan. Listen to this. Their genius plan is to get the 2 courses to fight and they hopefully delete each other from existence. I don't understand the thought process behind this plan. If you put 2 things to fight, isn't the most reasonable outcome that one wins? They still die. And then I also don't understand this. They enter the curse house carrying a TV and the video cassettes, so Suzuka can watch the video. Don't they have that video on CD? Is it in online? Is it easier to carry a laptop than a whole ass TV? Moving on. Finally, after an hour and 20 minutes of movie, we finally get the fight between the 2 Onryons. Sadako absolutely destroys Toshio, and Kayako drags her away, and then she blows up. Yeah, the fighting plan didn't really work at all. So now Keiso runs inside to save them, causing another Kayako to appear because I guess it's now cursing him. Alright then, plan B. Yuri will throw herself into this well. Kayako and Sadako collide and explode into something, killing Keiso in the process. Suzuka tries to seal them inside the well, but that doesn't work, and this absolute abomination kills the two remaining girls. Then, credits roll. Well, that was a movie. It's quite decent for the standards of the Ringu franchise, but this isn't a Ringu movie. It's supposed to be a crossover. Sadako and Kayako are barely in the film. I'm sure they paid the actress more for all the insane promotional material they were putting out. This is definitely a movie for Ringu fans that happen to also like Ju-on. Yuri and Natsumi were the main focus. Suzuka barely appeared and did basically nothing. This is a Sadako movie with sprinkles of Kayako on it, and if you're a Ju-on fan, then this movie probably isn't for you, because it's mostly about the videotape, it's structured like the Ringu movies are, and Sadako wins like super easy. That was not a fight. Also, is this supposed to be a comedy? Because it's not really funny, but it's also so ridiculous that I can't believe that it's 100% serious. With Sadako DX, it's clear that it's a comedy and it's funny as shit. But I don't know about this one, it makes me feel conflicted. A positive point I will give this movie, and every single Ringu movie in fact, is that the characters are lovely. From the first conversation between these two girls, I already loved them and was rooting for them. I didn't like Keso that much, but his exaggerated moves are funny. And I find the trope of child is extremely powerful, wise, and a dick hilarious. Even the psychic lady was charming. So, my final rating for this movie is an 8 out of 10. Yes, that high. Because not only do I have an extremely soft spot for both franchises and characters, I just love everything that's spawned around this movie. Every piece of merch and advertisement that gave the characters so much personality. Dan Dadan was inspired by this movie. The fan art and the fact that now people online, myself included, treat these three as a found family. So, even if this movie is mid at best, I still love it and really enjoy watching it. If you like any of the two franchises, especially The Ring, I still think that this movie is worth a watch. That will be all for my part. Take care of yourself, don't watch mysterious tapes, and don't enter course houses. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!